Hey guys, it's Musical3 here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to make a cacti farm and a pumpkin farm. For the pumpkin farm I'm going to show you two versions. So for the cactus farm, you're going to create a boundary. It can be a circle as long as it's bigger than 4x4. But just make a boundary, doesn't matter the size, and then stop placing the cactus in. Well, no, stop placing slabs. So go up, place a block here, and then place a slab on top. Then break that block and go in and start building a line until you're one block away from the border. Then go back in and start breaking some of the slabs. Then stop building this way and break the slabs. Broke the wrong slabs. And then break them depending on how you need. There's probably a more efficient way. You don't have to build it this way, but just get the slabs until you have the amount you want. Make sure that either 1 block spacing or 2 block spacing from each other, and also 1 block away from the boundary. If any of them are further than 2 blocks away, you're wasting space. So place sand on top of the slabs, and then put cactus on top. So for the next, you can either do fences, which you can put every other. You can put like this and say it went further out. You could place one in every row like this. You can place them in every row, and then you'd have a row here, and then so on and so forth. Or you can have every other row. Oops, need to replace that. You can have them so this saves more materials. You can also have these as stone bricks as long as you have it so it's spaced out like this, because if you have it spaced out like this, then the cacti would sometimes has a chance to hit this block and bounce back onto the cacti, which would then get rid of the cacti, or get rid of the cacti drop that you would get. So then you can also place it with a spacing like this. That also saves more. And then once again, you can do the same. You can do here like that. But this is probably the most efficient, but is probably the hardest to make if you want to keep it efficient. But after you place that, then this is optional. You can either build a floor 1 block beneath, and this can be in the sky. It doesn't matter too much about where it is, as long as you can build. But 1 block, I lost my pack dice. 1 block below the boundary you built, you would place packed ice. And also this boundary can be made of anything. It can be slabs. But next you would place your packed ice if you want. This makes it a bit more faster if you're building a bigger farm. But once you get the packed ice in, then you would place water on this end and have it flow. Then, depending on how long it is, you can either take sign or pressure plate, either work. I'll just show you. It can be also any pressure plate. You can take a sign or pressure plate, And then, but if you do this, you will have to have packed ice down here. Then you can place some packed ice here and take the stone bricks. Make sure get it on there. And then place water here and here. Then in the center, if there's two centers, then you can just yeah, let me think. You can just take the water and just put a sign there so that there's one space. But for now, I would make sure you have it's an odd number, so there's only one space. Because if there's 6, there's going to be 2 spaces where the water meets. Where it would be harder to put hoppers unless you put 2 hoppers down. But with 1 space, it's easier. So then you would then take a hopper and a chest. Doesn't matter what kind of chest. You can place it. Take a slab. Change that. Then put a hopper right there connected to the chest. Another way you can do it is, instead of having these signs and stuff, the signs or pressure plates, you can move this down, have water there and there, and then have a hopper going into a chest that would be down here. But if the water, say, goes past and starts going into here and messes up the flow, then you will have to place signs along here. That's only if you mess up like that, though. Or if it messes it up like that. So then for the pumpkin farms, you will have to take some stone bricks. Well, first of all, you need dirt. Take dirt, build like this, plant the pumpkin. Then you can use any building block to put those down, and then have a piston there with any block on top. As long as it transmits redstone, can have it and have redstone placed on it, as it considered a transparent block. And then if you're gonna continue and build another floor on top of that, I would put dirt here. But if that's the end of the farm and you're only gonna have that one level, I would put whatever you want there. Doesn't really matter. Then on top of the blocks the redstone torch is on, place redstone dust. It's gonna activate the pistons, and then every time, that's one thing. Every time the pumpkin grows, it's gonna activate the whole row. So this is the more laggy kind, and it's gonna go all the way down. So then, depending how you want to do the water, you can have it so it meets in the middle. You can have it continue all the way across until it meets the end. So you can either place equal water on both sides, but you can have the water come down like this. Place slab there. Put a chest where the slab is, and then put a hopper leading into the slab for the collection system. Of course, you don't need this for the collection system. If you want, you can just have all the pumpkins sit here and have... Oh yeah, also don't forget packed ice. if you need it or want it, because it helps speed up the way I can't speak. The way the item moves, it speeds it up. So you can just have it run and have all the pumpkins sit here, and you can come and collect the pumpkins. But if you want to AFK, you can have the hopper collection system, so the items don't despawn after 5 minutes. But this can continue as high as you want and as far to the left as you want, as long as you continue this design. You also don't need this block here if you don't want it. It works just fine without it. So you can see collected pumpkin. But the next is the less laggy version. This one activates only one piston at a time, but actually activates 2 pistons. But if you're building a really long system, it saves the lag, but requires a lot more resources. If you want, you can also, it also has an off switch, so that it stops working. But basically, without the off switch, all you need is a row of dirt here, the pumpkin seed, and then can have this be stone bricks, or any block that isn't transparent. Have it go, I messed up. Let me think. Okay, there we go. And then have another row of dirt here if you're gonna make it 2-sided. You can have just one side if you want to, but if you want it just one side, then all you have to do is do that. Place string on both of them, take an observer, make sure the triangle is an up face and you have this red dot at the top. Then you're gonna place a sticky piston on top. This is optional. You can place the stone bricks in between if you want to walk on top of it. And then the observer stand here, the observer facing down. Now if you want to make it on 2 sides, all you have to do is take a piston. You don't have to have this here, you don't have to have that here, but you can take a piston, put those down, do the string, place an observer here, and then the sticky piston with stone bricks, and then have the observers here. Now if you want the off switch, you're going to have some blocks here. I would recommend using jack-o'-lanterns because then you don't have to light it up, but have a jack-o'-lantern, have a jack-o'-lantern there and here in between every set of pistons. Then place redstone dust here and there, the redstone repeater between, and then if you continue it on, you would just put a repeater and then make another piston here and then another here. Also, you can make these single. You can have just the piston with the observer with the sticky piston on top, and then the observer there. That's all you need. And then every time pumpkin grows, it's gonna mine it, destroy it. That's all you need. So then you can have the water collection system, same as always. You can have it come down. You can have it come down and go into this with this chest. Put a slab there, and then have water there. If you want, you can have packed ice, Or you can do the same with the other pumpkin farm and just have it sit there until you come and collect it. You can do the same with the cacti farms. So, that's all I have to show you today. Hope you liked it and hope it's useful if you ever build a farm. Pumpkins and cacti aren't really too good for a farm in survival mode, but say you're in a creative server, they're really good for making money. But if you liked it, leave a like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed my video. And if you have any ideas or comments, put in the comment section. And see you next time. Bye.